Starting this edition with some breaking news now coming in. This is how the DG ISPR in a briefing has basically referred to the expose of Republic TV. When Republic Media Network exposed the role of Pakistani army in the mysterious disappearance of Imran Khan and also speaking to Imran Khan's family members, the DG ISPR has now named Republic in its briefing, targeting the PTI, saying that the PTI has essentially been using Republic Media Network. In fact, this is what the DG ISPR had said, but we're not going to play out the audio. We're just going to put out the visuals of that briefing that took place, and I'm going to just put out the details of what really transpired in the weekly briefing of the DG ISPR to the Pakistani media. We're going to put out that clip of the DG ISPR. In fact, in that clip, one can see the DG ISPR head essentially targeting Republic Media Network, saying that we have colluded with the PTI, and the fact that the PTI has been operating through several Benami accounts and passing information to India, and has now alleged that Republic Media Network happens to be a raw agent, and that is the reason why we have basically taken side of Imran Khan. The question here is that when Imran Khan's family members spoke against failed Marshal Asim Munir, targeting Asim Munir, saying that Asim Munir was selling Pakistan, voice of Imran Khan's family members was first aired by Republic Media Network, where they had taken on the Pakistani establishment, saying that Shehbaz Sharif was nothing but just simply a puppet in the hands of Asim Munir, and that he was unable to take any decision without consulting failed Marshal Asim Munir. And I'm going to just play out that clip, but in fact, I'm just going to speak over the clipping of the DG ISPR, where we are given to understand in a large screen, he has basically taken a clipping. She has shown a clipping of our broadcast. This broadcast was when we had first spoken. In fact, we were the only Indian news network to have spoken to Alima Khan. In fact, Major General Shashi Asthana is also joining us. Can we just show the visuals of that clipping that we have just got? Because, in fact, the fact that most of these accounts are withheld, we've just tried to verify from the briefing that took place a short while back, where you've had the Pakistanis yet again in the past to remember they've targeted Republic Media Network. And what is laughable is that the DG ISPR says that Republic Media Network is not a friend of Pakistan. That's a reality. We were never a friend to begin with. But having said that, we certainly had the courage to expose failed Marshal Asim Munir, and the fact that Imran Khan's voice seems to have now been suppressed by failed Marshal Asim Munir, because only because he fears that if at all Pakistanis get to hear Imran Khan, the former Pakistani Prime Minister, who had basically taken on Pakistani army as well as the ISI, and also made a sensational allegation that the Western powers had colluded with Pakistani ISI to bring down his government. Major General Shashi Asthana is joining us. General Asthana, not surprising, but the reality is this, that the Pakistani ISI is now targeting Republic Media Network, because we were the ones who had first spoken to Alima Khan, where she had taken on Asim Munir, and thereafter, of course, Noreen Khan, 71-year-old sister of Imran Khan, had also dared Asim Munir, saying that how long will you hide Imran Khan? I'm sure we can just, we're just going to play out, we're going to show the clipping. Shashi Asthana is joining us on this broadcast. General Asthana, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. See, I must firstly compliment Republic TV for giving a voice to somebody who is a popular leader of Pakistan and who has been put behind bars because of the radicalized military and their leaders of Pakistan. So DG ISPR actually has no other option but by blaming Republic TV and Indian media, they feel that they can discredit the both. But then the fact is, Imran Khan's sister herself has said that today, if my brother is alive, one of the major factor is the kind of coverage which Indian media gave. And Republic TV certainly gave a fair amount of coverage in that as well. So maybe that we have been able to awaken the world, and we have been able to create some kind of deterrence in the mind of the Pakistani military to ensure that they do not assassinate or they don't think of assassinating a popular democratic leader. So I think it's a good job done, and more they criticize, more I think we should be happy about that. At least we are being noticed, and perhaps if they criticize, certainly the Pakistani people will also like to perhaps watch as to where the reality is. If they can't see the reality, although most of them can see the reality, but they are gagged.
To try and go across to our reporters here. In fact, these